Okay, so really quickly, here's one more thing that I want to add. I'm recording this afterwards and I'm going to attach it to the video. But one more thing I want to add. This is the thing. A twin flame connection is between two hearts. It's a heart to heart connection. The false twin flame experience is not that type of connection. There's not a heart to heart connection. Okay. It's one person. It's a possibility of a heart to heart connection. It probably could have been one if the people were connected to themselves enough to even have a heart to heart connection. So what can happen is, um instead of it being a heart to heart connection, it's one person obsessed and addicted to the happiness that they felt when they experienced that boost for a moment. They're connected to that. They're not connected to the person. There's not a real heart to heart connection going on. Actually, what you learn from the twin flame experience is that you don't have the ability to connect because you can't connect from that place. Okay. So you can actually not be connected. It just feels like it because you're connected to something, but you're connected to the projection of your own unhappiness. Okay, the mirror reflecting back to you, that you're unhappy. So then you want to get to that because you think that you'll have the happiness once you get it, because it's a mirror that's reflecting back to you your unhappiness. Um, and that's all it is. Which, yes, your twin flame is a mirror, but life is a mirror. There's mirrors everywhere. Everything you see in your perception is mirroring. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is. And so then you're hooked on that reflection. With the false twin experience, you're trying to get to yourself, because you kind of have to have a little bit of yourself to even connect with a true twin flame, where you actually, there's a real heart to heart connection going on. Because it could just be your own unhappiness and just an addiction to something that you feel will solve that unhappiness. So it's just something to think about. It's extra information is good. Look at your own experience and judge for yourself, but it helps if you understand that when you are unhappy, you have a higher probability of making connections or feeling connections that aren't really heart to heart connections. When you're really unhappy, it's like when you're happy and you're really happy within yourself, that's when you know who you can really, really tell where you're really connected, if you're really connected to somebody or not. When you're unhappy, it's very hard to do because you need happiness. And you're throwing all these hooks out there, and you can get hooked really easy on things. That there's really nothing there. You're kind of like battling with yourself, and you don't know it. This other person just happens to be there in the middle of it. But the false twin experience is usually between people who aren't even capable of having a connection, because with twin flame connections, it's really about being able to have that heart to heart connection. And you can't have more than you can have that experience that connection, with more than one person. Sometimes you have an opportunity that you could make that connection, but if you're not in touch enough with yourself, you can't even connect. You can't connect that way. Okay. So more information is good. Bye, guys.